Next portion is LCR circuit. LCR circuit is nothing but a voltage source V is here and an inductor, a capacitor and a resistance are connected series with that. In the resistance we write as R. In capacitor, the impedance is XC, which is equal to 1 by omega C. Here in the inductor, impedance XL equal to omega L. See, the current is flowing in this direction, and if we draw phasor diagram for each components, in the case of inductor, voltage leads by 90 degree. That is, voltage is here in this direction, current is here in this direction. In the case of capacitor, voltage lags by 90 degree. That is, current is in this direction and voltage is in this direction. In the case of resistance, voltage and current are in phase. That is, I and V are in phase. Let us see the phasor diagram. Here VR is in this direction, I is here. That is, VR and I are in phase. In the case of inductor, voltage leads by 90 degree. That is, voltage is in this direction. This is VL. And in the case of capacitor, voltage is in this direction. This is VC. If we add VL and VC, resultant will come something like here. That is VL minus VC. And the total resultant VL minus VC plus VR. Then we have to draw this parallelogram like this. Total resultant will come in this direction. Resultant V is in this direction. We can calculate this V by vector addition. Here this V equal to, here VL minus VC, I am drawing this direction. That is, this is VL minus VC. Then you know that V square is equal to VR square plus VL minus VC square. That V square is equal to VR square plus VL minus VC square. Here I is common for all the components. Then if we divide I in the both side, we will get the impedance. V by I is the impedance. That is, Z square is equal to R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Here V is a function of omega t. That is, V is equal to V0 sin omega t. How do we get maximum current? If we are plotting omega versus current, the current will be maximum at particular frequency. This is called resonance frequency. How do we find out the omega for maximum current? The maximum current will be when the resistance is minimum. Here we have already found out Z square is equal to R square plus XL minus XC whole square. What happens if XL equal to XC? Then the impedance will be minimum. Then Z is equal to R. If XL is different from XC, if XC is very high, then this term will grows up and impedance will grow. If XL is high, the impedance will grow. We have already know that XL is equal to omega L and XC equal to 1 by omega C. That is, if omega is high, XL will be high, then total impedance will be high. If omega is very small, XC will be high and impedance will be very high and I will be very small. Impedance is minimum at XL is equal to XC. That is, at resonance, that particular frequency is called resonance. At resonance, XL is equal to XC. That is, omega L equal to 1 by omega C. Omega square is equal to 1 by LC. From that we will get the resonance frequency omega is equal to 1 by root of LC. We got omega is equal to 1 by square root of LC. Omega is the angular frequency. Then the frequency mu is equal to, we know mu is equal to omega by 2 pi. That is mu is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of LC. Let us try to solve one problem which is asked in JAM examination, previous year JAM examination. Consider the circuit consisting of AC function generator, that is a voltage source V, Vt is equal to V0 sine 2 pi mu t, with V0 is equal to 5 voltage, and here one inductor is there, L is 8 mH and resistance R is 5 ohm, capacitance C is 100 microfarad. In this question we have to check the statements which are true if we vary the frequency. Let us see the first statement. The current in the circuit would be maximum at mu is equal to 178 Hz. We know the current is maximum at resonance, that is mu is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of LC. If we substitute the values, we get mu is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 3.14, that is pi, into square root of 8 into 10 power minus 3 into 100 into 10 power minus 6. If we calculate this value, we get 178 Hz. That is, the first statement is true. Let us see the second statement. The capacitive resistance increase with frequency. We know capacitive resistance is equal to Xc equal to 1 by omega C. That is, capacitive resistance is inversely proportional to frequency. When frequency increase, capacitive resistance will decrease. That is, the second statement is wrong. Let us see the third statement. At resonance, the impedance of the circuit is equal to resistance in the circuit. We have already seen at resonance XL is equal to XC and it will be 0. XL minus XC will be 0. That is, the Z will be resistance R. That is, statement 3 is, the third statement is correct. Let us check the last statement. At resonance, the current in the circuit is out of phase with the source voltage. At resonance, XL minus XC will be 0, that is VL minus VC will be 0, that is V will be V of R. We already know the phasor diagram of resistance, that is I and V will be in phase, but in the statement they said current and voltage will be out of phase. That is, option D is wrong. In this question we got two correct options, that is A and C.